So in the previous video, we had proved that f of x equal to 2x is a 1, 1 function. Okay, this is how we had proved. Now the same thing, we can prove it graphically. Okay, that is just only to understand how to. Whenever the question is asked, you have to prove by this method. Okay, now for proving graphical method, by using that, if it is f of x equal to 2x, it is nothing but y equal to 2x. Yes, that means it is an equation of a straight line passing through the origin. So this is the graphical form of f of x equal to 2x. Now what to do is, after drawing the graph, what you have to do is draw a horizontal line over that graph. Okay, that means I am drawing a horizontal line here. Now whether this horizontal line on the graph, it intersects in how many points? It intersects only in one point. Okay, anywhere if I draw, it will intersect the given line in only one point. That means if a horizontal line intersects the given graph of a function in exactly one point, then the given function is 1, 1 function. Okay, so this is your horizontal line test. Okay, so we can draw a horizontal line, it will intersect only in one point, and hence it will be 1, 1 function. Now see, this is the another graph. If I draw anywhere a horizontal line, it will intersect the given curve only in one point, and hence it will be what? It will be a 1, 1 function. Okay, now see, this is nothing but the curve of parabola. Yes, now if I draw an horizontal line over this graph, over this curve, yes, it intersects the curve in two distinct points, that is more than one point. Okay, and hence what we have to say, this function will not be a 1, 1 function. Now suppose if I have this function as f of x or f of x equal to x square. This is your parabola, y equal to x square. Now here I have f of 1 also I'll get as 1, and f of minus 1 is also equal to 1. Okay, that means your two distinct elements 1 and minus 1, they are mapped to a single element 1. Okay, and hence if I'm going to prove it by our previous method, we can say that it won't be your 1, 1 function, since two distinct elements have same image. Okay, that is what through graph we can prove like this. Just draw a horizontal line to the curve and see whether it intersects in exactly one point. Okay, if it exactly one point it intersects, then it will be a 1, 1 function. So this graph, it will not be an 1, 1 function. Okay, now the next function is the onto function. Now see, here your f is a function from a to b such that 1 is mapped to 5, 2 to 7, 3 to 6 and 4 to 6. Okay. Now can you say that whether this function is it a 1, 1 function? No, it is not 1, 1 function. Why? Because 3 and 4 they are mapped to 6. Okay. Now to check whether it is onto function or not, first tell what are the elements in the codomain. Codomain is the set B. I have 5, 6 and 7. Okay, this is my codomain set B. Now can you tell what is my range of f, or yes, what is range of this function f? Range means what? Range is nothing but set of all images. Set of all images is the range. Okay, so set of all images is what? Again 5, 6 and 7 itself. So whether my codomain and set of images are equal? Yes, and hence we can say that the function is onto function. So how we can define is, if you are getting your codomain and the set of range or the range set are the same, then it is said to be an onto function. Okay, or the another definition is, we can say that each and every element of codomain should have at least one pre-image. That means, what is pre-image of 5? Pre-image of 5 is here 1. What is pre-image of 6? Pre-image of 6 is 3 as well as 4. That no problem. Okay, at least one, that is minimum one pre-image it should have. Pre-image of 7 is what? 2. That means not a single element of codomain should be left out. Okay, only then we can say that it is an onto function. So here range and codomain, we have said that both are same and hence it will be onto function. The another definition we can say, it is said to be onto if for every element y in B, your B is the codomain, there exists at least one element x in A such that f of x equal to y. Okay, your x is the pre-image of y. Now this is what was the previous question. Okay, so here f, we can say that it is an onto function. Now whether this is an onto function, check. Yes, every element in codomain has at least one pre-image. Is it 1 1? No, because 3 and 5 have the same image as 11. Okay, this will be onto but not 1 1. Okay, now see the next. Is this an onto? It is not. Why? Rest all elements in codomain have pre-image except what? Except 4. 4 is not having a pre-image Okay. Is this an 1 1? No. Because 3 and 5, they have the same image. Okay. Next. So G is not an onto function. Now next is a bijective function. Now bijective function, that means if a function is both 1 1 and onto. The another name for onto is surjective. Okay. So if a function is both 1 1 and onto, then we say that it is a bijective function. Here A is to 4, B to 2, C to 1 and D to 3. That means each and every element of domain, two distinct element of domain have distinct images and hence it is 1 1. As well as each and every element of codomain has at least one pre-image and hence it is onto. Since it is both 1 1 and onto, therefore it will be your bijective function. Okay, so a function is said to be bijection if it is both 1 1 and onto. Now suppose if a function f is defined from x to set x, that means your domain and codomain are the same set x. X contains 3 elements C. Then the different types of 1 1 functions I can have is, these are the different types of 1 1 functions I can have. Okay, this many 1 1 functions, these are the all possible. Okay, now if you observe here, this all are 1 1. And can you say that is this each function an onto function? Yes. Check the codomain. Every element of codomain is having your pre-image. Yes. Okay. So what we can say is, if a function f from x to x is necessarily onto for every finite set x. If it is defined from x to x and x is a finite set, and if it is a 1 1 function, then it should be always what? Onto function. Okay. The same thing, an onto function f from x to x is necessarily 1 1 for every finite set x. Okay, that means if it is a finite set defined from the set to itself and the function is onto, then we can say that the function should be your 1 1 function. Okay, that we will see. Now suppose if capital X is given to be a, b, c, we have to define a function such that it is an onto function. Okay, onto, that means can we say that a range of f and codomain is same? Yes. We have to check whether f is 1 1 or not. This we are going to prove by contradiction method. That means assume that it is not 1 1. Okay. Then two elements from the domain of X are mapped to the same. If it is not 1 1, that means it is many to one function. Yes. So this is the case I will have. And then in order to make it as a function, I have to join a to any one. Only then it becomes your function. Okay. So we have joined a to b. Now whether in this here I have been given that it is not 1 1, so I have drawn this as a figure. But whether in this case my range and codomain are the same? No. Yes, my range of f and codomain are not the same. So whether this function becomes onto, it won't be onto. But will it contradict to our given thing that it was an onto function? And hence we can say that your onto function defined from a finite set to itself is always what? On 1 1. Okay, I'll see an examples regarding this type 1 1 and onto. We have to show that the function f defined from r star to r star defined as f of x as 1 by x is 1 1 and onto, where r star is the set of all non-zero real numbers. It is the set of all non-zero, okay, real numbers. Is the result true if the domain becomes your set of natural numbers? So I have to prove that your function f is what? I have to check whether it is 1 1 and onto. So first write whatever it is given to you. To check it is 1 1, always take any two elements of your domain. Now your domain is r star. Consider f of x as f of y and check whether you will get x is equal to y. Okay. So xy belonging to r star, f of x equal to f of y we have considered. Apply the definition of f of x and f of y. So 1 by x equal to 1 by y. So will I get x equal to y? Yes. So what we can say is therefore f will be your 1 1 function. Okay. Now we have to check for onto function. To check an onto function, always what we have to do is we have to take any element of codomain and then check whether there exists an element in domain such that your f of x is equal to y. Okay, so to check the function is onto or not, always consider this and then find the value of x and see whether the value of x that you will get is the member of domain or not. Okay, so we have taken let y belonging to r star, that is your codomain, then there exists your x such that this I have considered. After that, just apply the definition of f of x and then find the value of x. So f of x is 1 by x, I will be getting x as 1 by y. Your y was non-zero real number. So can I say that this will be 1 by y will be also non-zero real number and hence it belongs to r star and r star is nothing but your domain. Okay, so the value of x is the member of domain and hence it will be your onto function. Okay, so I have got the existence of x as 1 by y in domain such that your f of x equal to y and hence f is onto. So can I say that it is a bijective function? Yes. Next, in the same question it is said, suppose if domain is changed to set of natural numbers. we have to check whether it is here 1 1 and onto or not. Now what is our step? Take any two elements from domain, consider your f of x equal to f of y. So f of x, sorry, here it should be g. My function is g. Okay. So I'll be taking as, it should be written as g. It should be written as g of, it should be g of x equal to g of y. So I'll be getting as x equal to y, and hence I can say that your g is a 1 1 function. Okay. So after that, let y belonging to R star, to prove it is onto, I have to get the existence of x in my domain such that g of x is equal to y. Okay. That g I have made the correction. So what we had considered is g of x equal to y. So g of x is what? 1 by x equal to y. That means I have got x as 1 by y. Now 1 by y is any non-zero real number. So 1 by y, will it be a non-zero real number? Yes, this is non-zero real number. But x, what was my domain? My domain was natural number. So whether this element will be always a natural number? No, it won't be a natural number. Okay, so it does not belongs to n, since if I take y as 2, my x will be 1 by 2, which is not a natural number, and hence it won't be an onto function. Okay. Similarly, we had proved for the second question, that is, check the injectivity and surjectivity for the function f of x as x square. Okay. So for injectivity, I have considered f of x as f of y. According to the definition, I have written it, and I'll get x is equal to y. Now since x and y are natural numbers, my square root of x will be always positive. Okay, so in this case, it will be my injective function. Is that clear? Now for onto, I have to take what? I have to take any element of my codomain, that is y. I have to check the existence of x such that this is satisfied. F of x equal to y is satisfied. So I'll get as x square equal to y. So my x is root y. But what was my domain? My domain was natural number. So always root y won't be always the member of natural number. See, either if the property is not satisfied, without doing this procedure, directly you can give an example. Okay. You can state that if y is equal to 2, your x is root 2, it does not belongs to what? N. And hence f is not onto. Clear? The same question, if the function is from z to z. Previous it was from set of natural numbers to set of natural numbers. Okay. Now I have to check for 1 1 function. Now for 1 1 function, if I say that x square equal to y square, can I say that then x will be equal to y? I cannot. Why? Because minus 1 square is also 1 and 1 square is also 1. Okay. So I may have it as minus 1 on left side. Right side I may have it as 1. Okay. So this is not true when my domain and code, it becomes your set of integers. Okay. So for this case, it won't be injective. So always you have to see what is my domain and what is the codomain. According to that, it will be. Similarly, for surjectivity, it won't be there. The previous explanation itself. Okay. So this won't be a surjective. Hope these questions are clear to you. Okay. Homework, it will be given in your classroom. Thank you.